And make sure it's working. And we're live.
Woohoo!
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to another stream. I'm with my good friend here, Fabio,
Hi.
the mean machine here.
Yeah.
Uh, and here is a Monday night. Hope everyone is doing well. Just to quickly say hi to the chat. Hey there, RJ, DJ, Arcade, Jesse, Marcus, Perry Fan, Sean. And no, I did not watch the Oscars last night. I did not care. I don't. Apparently, John Cena did something stupid. I'm not surprised. I don't know what it is, but
Did anyone see him?
I guess he was like naked or something. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
saw a picture and I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm glad that Godzilla Minus Zero won Best Visual Effects. That was cool.
Oh, okay.
But other than
See,
that,
I don't even know who won.
yeah. So, Godzilla minus zero. Anyway, Godzilla minus one. My bad. That that won Best Visual Effects. I was like, oh, cool. That's pretty cool. And then Oppenheimer won pretty much everything else, which was to be expected.
Okay.
I think the only thing it didn't win was Best Actress, which was Emma Stone. But I think it won everything else. It won Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor. So, and that was to be expected. So it is what it is.
Okay then. All right. Yeah, exactly. Fuck the Oscars. Hashtag that. Exactly.
I agree. Because the movies that should win don't win.
Nah. But hello to the people in the chat. Lucas, Darth Goldust, Aragorn, Samuel, Josh, Caleb, Dark Metal Spider. Hello there. Jesse. Hello there. Hello everyone. We're just having fun, and we'll see what happens next. And no DJ, no one has requested those. But Crash Bandicoot, I'm enjoying. I did not play that back in the day, just the demos. And then there's a fun bit in Uncharted 4 where Nathan Drake is playing a level of Crash Bandicoot, and you play the game while he's playing it. That was fun. But
cool.
Did you play those games back in the day? I remember them on the demo disc, but
yes, I remember one of my cousins had that because I think it was a pack-in title when you got the PlayStation. So I used to play that at his house all the time. And then he had Crash Team Racing and Crash Bash, so I used to play those a lot. And I have a bunch of them over here. And then when I got my PlayStation 2, the first one, the Wrath of Cortex was a pack-in title. But yeah, and then the remastered trilogy, I have that in the other room. That's cool. So yeah, I like those games. They're frustrating, but they're fun.
Oh yeah, because a nice guy, actually Lucas in the chat, he requested for me to play the first one, so I'm playing that.
Cool.
I did beat it, Lucas. It'll be about 7 parts, but there are times I rage, but it's a fun game. I can see the popularity. I can see why people liked it. So very fun. But
thank you, RJ, for rewatching my Barbie rant.
It is a good one.
I think the only thing Barbie won was the music. I think it got best song. But speaking of that, how I'm trying to find it here.
Sure.
Where is how Pulp Fiction did not win best editing is beyond me.
Oh, okay.
Because I just watched that the other day and I was thinking, I'm like, that didn't win best editing. Forrest Gump won best. I'm like, how did Pulp Fiction not win best editing? That just does not make any sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's very complicated because it's not in order. So you have to, all these different pieces have to be put together that are not in continuous order, but yet it's still not confusing to the viewer. So
exactly. And
not
Sally Menk never got the credit she deserved. She edited all of Tarantino's movies before she died. She edited the first Ninja Turtles movie. She does not get the credit that she deserves as an editor.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's funny. Well, okay, I didn't know that she did Ninja Turtles. That's funny.
Yep. I don't know if that got her right.
That's why I was hoping like Tarantino saw that first Turtles, but I need to hire this lady.
I want you for Reservoir Dogs. But what's up, Caleb? Doing all right. What's up, Dark Metal Spider? Fuck Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel's a loser.
I didn't even like him and When Ben Stein's Money. That show. I like Ben Stein, but I think that was him, right? Jimmy Kimmel?
I don't remember. I
think so. For those who don't know, back on Comedy Central, there's a game show called When Ben Stein's Money. Ben Stein is the guy in Ferris Bueller's Day Off that goes Bueller. He's been in a lot of other stuff too. And he would be like the smartest guy and always try to compete with the other players. And their whole thing is to answer better, more answers than Ben Stein himself. And I think Jimmy Kimmel was the host. I didn't even like him on that.
Raven, the wrestler, was on an episode. I do remember that.
Really?
Yep. It might be here on YouTube. I'm not sure, but
I gotta look that up.
Yeah, nice. He was in an episode. Yeah, I'm looking here. The only thing that Barbie won was Best Song. Okay. That's it. That is the only award because it was nominated for. It was nominated for Best Picture for some reason.
Oh, okay.
And Ryan Gosling was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and America Ferrera was nominated for Best Supporting Actress. But that's it. And people got mad about that. It was only nominated for a couple of awards, but it did win Best Song. But that's it. Oppenheimer pretty much won all the major categories, which, whatever.
Cool. I still have not seen Oppenheimer. Someone was asked that. I still haven't seen it. So
neither have I.
I know it's a pretty long movie.
Yeah, you were right. Jimmy Kimmel was on When Ben Stein's Money.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at it right now.
I'll definitely look at that Raven episode. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do remember that. I thought it was crazy. I'm like, wait, what? And I think he did well. He won, I think, like a bunch of money because he's super smart. He's really intelligent. The problem is the other stuff with him.
Yeah. And hi there, Rufus. Let's see, Tollhammer, Julie, hello, everybody. Sorry, there's a lot of people. I'll do the best I can, guys. I apologize.
Okay.
The Shawshank Redemption wasn't a hit, so it didn't get recognition. I mean, eventually it did, but at the time, I do love that film. So
yeah, at the time it came out, yeah.
I do wish it got it was a hit. It deserved to be a hit, but what can you do?
Right. It used to be on his Wikipedia page. It's not on here anymore. It said how much he won. It's not. I mean, it says that he was on. I'm sorry. It says that he was on the show, but it doesn't say how much money he won. It used to be on there, but it's Wikipedia, so they take shit off all the time. One thing that they took off that really pissed me off was for wrestlers. It used to tell you what their theme songs were, like in different companies or whatever. That's not on there anymore. They took that off.
I wonder why.
I have no idea.
Indiana Jones 5 was nominated for Best Score. I didn't know that, and I wouldn't know why. I can only assume they want to do that to respect John Williams, because I had heard it's going to be the last score he does, but I don't think it deserved it. I think he's done much better.
And I heard that he wasn't. I heard he was going to keep doing scores. Who
Oh,
knows?
okay. So
Sean, I don't know what Spore is. Did you mean Spyro or
I think there
is
is
it?
a video game called Spore. So
Oh,
if
I
that's the
don't know.
case, then he's never played it.
I have no idea what it is.
I
Couldn't
agree.
tell you.
Alter Ego Iron Claw should have been nominated for something. The fact it wasn't is once again shows how stupid the Oscars are.
Yep, it got
But I guess
nominated
hey,
for nothing.
I guess it was a bunch of white guys starring in it, so I guess maybe that's why. I don't know. But it's a great
And
movie, in my
it made
opinion.
the cutoff, so I don't understand why it wouldn't be. It made the cutoff of when it could be nominated.
Yeah, so I don't understand that.
Yeah, Heat didn't get nominated for anything, which is stupid.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, bro. You got the power, both of you. Exactly. What happened to the Tino Lorber 4K of Perfect Weapon? Come on, Tino Lorber.
Or sudden death.
Yeah, that too. Like, what happened? I guess whatever. But thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I wish we had the power to obliterate Hollywood.
That's right.
From its just nuke the site from orbit is the only way to be sure.
Exactly. Yeah, Jesse, I do remember Carmen Sandiego back in the day.
So do I. Yeah, I remember I could never answer any of the questions.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the theme song. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
That's right. The Chief.
Yeah, Stallone didn't get anything for Copland. That's another example of them
but he got nominated for Creed.
As much as I love Stallone, I don't think Creed deserved it. I think he's done much better performances in Lockup and ICU and Copland, among others.
Yeah, I think he got nominated for the first Rocky, but he didn't win. He didn't win for acting. He won for screenplay.
Right.
And speaking of, they didn't even put Burt Young in the when they show all the people that passed away. They didn't put Burt Young in there.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Michael Dorn is in Rocky as Apollo Creed's bodyguard. I had no clue. I did not know that till right this second. Wow.
No, I didn't know that either. Okay.
I'll have to look for that next time. Yeah, Stallone got nominated for Best Actor for Rocky. And he got nominated for screenplay, but he did not win. I always thought he won for screenplay, but he didn't.
Oh, okay.
It won Best Picture and Best Director. And Best Editing. Okay. I always see you guys know me, I lie about everything. So I've been lying to you all this time. My bad. I know
I never knew that, but I learn something new every day.
I'm a horrible person.
I didn't know that.
I'm awful and terrible.
Welcome to the club.
I know.
Thanks, Frame by Frame. I didn't watch the Oscars. So, I mean, I guess if it says that was, well, it won the Oscar for Best Song, as Fabio has said, and people have said. I think everything in that movie sucked. So, but it's the Oscars. They're going to play all the songs that are best, nominated for best.
I mean, cool. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
It's cool that Slash and Wolfgang Van Halen got up and played if they were actually playing live, but other than that, who cares?
Oh, they played? What song did they play?
They played the song from the movie because Ryan Gosling got up and sang it. And they had this huge band. Slash was in there, and Wolfgang Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen's son, they both played guitar. Because I don't know if they played the song in the movie, but they got up and played that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, it's cool that they were able to do that, But other than that, I don't give a shit.
But the fact that it's a song from Barbie,
right, and not Guns N' Roses song
or anything else,
or a Van
okay.
Halen song. Because I know he played. It doesn't say it here on his Wikipedia, but I know Wolfgang played something on the soundtrack to the movie. And I think Slash might have. I can't believe I have to do this, but I have to look up the Barbie soundtrack on Wikipedia.
It's an Oscar-winning music.
I guess. The only Barbie I like was that shitty computer game where she was riding the horse. One of my cousins had that, and whenever I'd go to their house, I would play it all the time because I would want to get away from them, so I would go hide in the basement and play it on the computer because I don't like them. I never did. And that's where all they had this room in their basement. It was they had the computer in there and then all the movies. So I would go in and look through all the movies and then I'd watch whatever because if I did that, they would leave me alone or I'd play on the computer. I don't want to talk to any of you. I don't like any of you.
Thank you, Premier. I appreciate the kind words, man. And also thank you, Sean. I'm glad you liked the review. Yeah, Fabio's a secret Barbie fan.
I am. How did you know?
Of that game, yeah.
Like I said, I've been lying to you guys for years. Okay, so Slash and Wolfgang Van Halen played on the song "I'm Just Ken" in the movie. That's why they got it. Okay, that makes sense now.
Mm.
So they both played on that song, and that's why they got up and played it at the Oscars because I guess the song was nominated. But who cares? Whatever. I'm sure they got a nice paycheck out of it. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Sean, my favorite Ray Liotta movies would be obviously Goodfellas, Copland, Dominic and Eugene is a really good movie. Phoenix was good. That's a pretty underrated movie that never gets talked about. He was great in Wild Hogs, but those would be some of my favorites.
Good choices. Yeah, Fabio's doing a good job with the Godzilla marathon. Great job with that so far.
Thank you. No arcade. If they made Carmen Sandiego today, it would be gay and woke, and Kathleen Kennedy would make it more gay. And yeah, and the in memoriam segment when Corey Haim died, they didn't have him in there. And
I remember that, yeah.
And they didn't include Lance Reddick or Suzanne Summers either. Of course they didn't.
I don't understand why you would miss that.
Because they're lazy. They're lazy and they're stupid. I think when Robert Forrester died, I don't think they included him, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if they didn't. Yes, Kyle, yeah, Under Siege 2, good Seagal flick. I agree. That's a good one.
Yeah, good
Not
sequel.
a bad one at all.
I think when I was a kid, I liked 2 more because 2 was always on TV more, but the first one I like more now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first one is interesting when you watch it again, it's a good movie. Seagal's not in it a lot because of the way the plot is.
And
just sort of an interesting thing.
Andrew Davis said that's why it worked. He could be right. Yes, Ryan Gosling was on Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark back in the day.
Okay.
Well, Good Will Hunting came out in 98 and Copland came out in 97, so it would have been 2 different years. But yeah, Stallone should have got for Copland Maybe that's why he's still angry. Maybe that's why he still wants to be taken seriously. I get it, but it's like, what do you have to be upset about? Like I've said a million times.
Right.
The best Oscar host of all time is Billy Crystal, without a doubt. Because at least when Billy Crystal would go on there, he would be funny.
Bro, it's coming. As soon as I can, it's coming. Trust me, I do take care of the reviews. That's why I'll pull like 3 videos a night.
That's
I'll
okay.
do my best.
I try to catch up as much as I can.
But yeah, bro, I'll get to that soon. I did watch the movie. I just have to review it, but it'll be up soon.
Secret fan of the Barbie animated flicks. How did you guys know? I have all the Barbie animated movies on Laserdisc, just like I have all the Mary Kate and Ashley movies on Laserdisc.
Yeah, I did see Tulsa Teen, the first couple episodes. They were good. Stallone did a really nice job. I know there's talks of a season 2. We'll see how that goes. I still need to finish season 1 someday. But yeah, Stallone was really good in it.
I'm supposed to be getting a paid request for that at some point.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Hi there, Swede Persuade. Hello there. I don't care about the new Garfield movie. Fuck the movie.
Fuck all the Garfield movies. The old ones weren't that good. General, I love Night of the Comet, one of my favorite 80s horror movies.
Yeah, that's a good one. And never heard of Shogun series on Hulu, General. Never heard of Shogun.
It's the remake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the remake of the one, from the 80s.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Bands who struck gold with their first album, besides Van Halen. Linkin Park. That first Linkin Park album is fantastic.
Well, thank you, Hopium. Can depressing endings in films ever work? Also, do you think the new Silent Hill film will be another showcase for WWE star Pyramid Head? Yeah, I mean, he definitely shows some wrestling moves in the second Silent Hill movie.
Who's Pyramid
Head? The Cop Blocker. He's a villain in Silent Hill 2.
Oh. I thought it was a real wrestler.
When they did the Silent Hill 2 movie, Carrie-Ann Moss, I think, was the villain, and then someone became Pyramid Head, and they literally had like a wrestling match for like the final fight at the end of that.
I'm movie. Like, I've never heard of this wrestler before.
That's for AEW, Pyramid Head. That's coming soon.
There you go. Yeah,
Okada, and Sinatra, and whoever else.
Would not be surprised.
Can depressing endings films work? Yeah. John Carpenter does that well. The Thing. It's a good question mark. You don't know. It could be depressing. For the most part, it probably is, but there's always hope. Like, John Carpenter could do that very well. Like I said, it's not what I usually look forward to, though. It's not usually my cup of tea. Every once in a while it can, but there's a lot of horror films that do that way too much. There's a lot of horror films that kind of just get to either a jump scare ending, a shock ending, or everybody dies ending. I do think it's utilized a bit too much, whether it be a lot of like A24 horror movies, or a lot of times it always becomes predictable. So it's not my cup of tea. It's not something I really like most of the time. Well, I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. What can I say? The world is cynical enough. But it can work if done right and well. Again, John Carpenter and The Month of Madness. That's a really good movie, and that ending was effective for what it needed to do. And but John Carpenter is one of those guys that knows how to deal that because he's a very solid director. So it can, but again, it just depends on the filmmaker, at least to me.
I agree, and just not every single movie having a depressing ending. Can we stop with that?
Yeah, the ending to 7 was effective. That's another effective ending. 7.
Just not every movie.
Yeah. I don't need every movie to have a woman's head in a box.
No. Unless if it's a different kind of box, then maybe. But
the dick in the box.
That's right.
That box. Yeah.
Yes, I agree, Jamroll. The first Cars album is pretty much a greatest hits record. Yeah, Led Zeppelin. Of course, it's fucking Led Zeppelin. I mean, do you need anything else?
Yeah, Neopunk. I mentioned one of them, 7, that has a depressing ending, but it's a well-made film. Other movies with depressing endings, for me personally, The Blair Witch Project. For me, just me. But it's not something I look forward to every single time. Again, like Fabio said, not every movie has to have that.
Yeah, like everything that comes out today. I guess
Exactly.
Jacob's Ladder. I guess that would count.
Yeah. In a way, yeah. I know I've never been to LA. Not sure if I would want to. With the way it is nowadays.
You're not missing much.
Well, there you
go. Arnold, Rathammer. I saw that Arnold and Danny DeVito were there, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, they pretty much joked about being villains in Batman. They cut the Michael Keaton staring at them and doing like this. It was funny. I will admit that was funny. Kind of like all those were just Arnold was not in the Michael Keaton, but
true.
Still, it was a funny bit. It was a funny bit. I will admit.
My favorite movies of '97, Fifth Element would probably be my favorite. Because even 27 years later, it still looks amazing, and it's a classic, and it never gets old. Other ones, Copland, obviously. Fire Down Below with Seagal, which was the last great Steven Seagal movie. Double Team with Van Damme. I'm trying to think. Now I have to look up a list.
Was Copland 97?
What's up?
Was Copland 97?
Copland was 97. Breakdown with Kurt Russell, which is one of my favorite Kurt Russell movies.
That's a good one.
Men in Black, Tomorrow Never Dies, Air Force One, Liar Liar.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Volcano that year.
Yep.
Drive? Martha Costas, was that 97 or 98?
That was 97. Good. The Relic was 97.
Yeah.
Metro.
Love The Relic.
The Real Beverly Hills Cop 4. Metro.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Ninja, I like, with Chris Farley.
Yeah, Volcano. I enjoy that one.
Absolute Power. I have a soft spot for that movie because a lot of it was filmed where I lived in Baltimore. So I can't complain.
Very cool.
Donnie Brasco, one of my favorite crime films. Even though Howard Stern is a scumbag, I like the Private Parts movie because at the end of the day, it's a movie.
Yeah, I enjoy that film as well.
Jungle to Jungle, which you reviewed not that long ago. I totally forgot, but the line, and you mentioned it, I want my name to be Man Who Was Well Endowed. I'm like, how did they get away with that in a Disney movie in 1997? I guess because it was Tim Allen, they let him get away with it. But
love Tim Allen though.
Yeah, absolutely.
What does he do nowadays? Is he retired or does he work still?
I think for the most part, he's retired. I know, like a year. I want to say maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, he was doing stand up again for a little bit. And then I don't know what happened, but I hear he's coming back for I think they're doing another Toy Story, and I guess they apologized to him and they're bringing him back because they got mad because he's normal and they fired him basically, and then Lightyear flopped. So yeah, but yeah, because I mean, well, when you did Home Improvement for 9 years, Last Man Standing was on for a while. You did the Santa Claus movies; they were all big. Do you really need to do anything else? I mean,
yeah, even Galaxy Quest has a following. Wild Hogs was a hit, so there you
go. Yeah, unfortunately, his movie career wasn't the biggest. I think it should have been bigger, but that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't big on For Richer or Poorer or...
No, that's a lame movie.
I don't remember Joe Somebody that too much.
That was, I think, I remember that being okay. And then, what was the other one? Big Trouble. I don't remember anything about that. He was really good in Red Belt. He had like a small role in that, but he was really good in that movie. Everybody's good in that movie.
Yeah, that's a film no one really talks about, but I remember being surprised by that one. Because like no one ever talks about Red Belt.
Nope, and it has an amazing cast in it.
Exactly. Tiso and Alex, I was not a Christmas with the Cranes fan. Tease the road.
No, that movie's awful.
I just felt bad. Because I'm like, let them take the vacation. What's wrong with it? Like, this whole town is like, you can't take your vacation on Christmas. It's like, why not? Leave them alone, you psychos.
Actually, it says here on March 6th, Tim Allen announced that he will be starring in another sitcom.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it says it'll be called Shifting Gears. His character is a stubborn widow owner of a classic car restoration shop. When his estranged daughter and her teenage kids move into the house, the real restoration begins. Okay, cool. I'll watch it.
Did it say where it would
be? ABC. It says ABC, so I guess they apologized to him too.
Cool. Okay. Very cool. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'll watch that when it comes out, just for him.
Derek Roberts, I've never heard of Apple Pay, so I don't know.
It's like PayPal and Venmo.
Oh, okay.
It's just Apple's version of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses' first album is great, but if I don't hear half of that album ever again, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, well, Gozer, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Gozer, there was a Blu-ray of the Mothman Prophecies, I believe by Imprint. I think it's out of print, though. But yeah, I mean, I do like that movie. I don't really watch a lot of Richard Gere movies. I know you're not a fan.
No, I'm not really.
But I do like that movie. I thought it was kind of had an X-Files feel to it, and Scream Factory would make more sense them releasing that than Island of Dr. Moreau or Lost in Space, or I don't understand those choices. I mean, that's another. I
know why. Because they're cheaper to get. That's why.
Yeah, I don't. There's not a lot of people fighting over those titles. That's true.
Nope, because they're cheaper to get.
I need the Lost in Space movie. Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there is a new interview with Stephen Hopkins, so I would be curious to watch that interview. But that's it.
Yeah, I would like to hear that, but then they're like, what, $40 now?
Yeah, I'm sure somebody will put it up on YouTube. My favorite 3 Chuck Norris movies are Sidekicks, Braddock Missing in Action 3, and Code of Silence.
My 3 favorites. Ooh, God, that's tough. Firewalker, Invasion USA, Sound Rage. I'll say those
There
three.
you go. Good, all good choices. Sean, love Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Great movie. Fun movie. I wish they made more movies like that. And I did get to
Very
meet
fun.
the Chiodo brothers last year. They're really nice guys. They're really fun to be around.
Yeah, it's interesting how that's gotten a second life, which is it's kind of almost came out of nowhere. I guess because of I don't know what gave it a second life, but it's cool. Like now it's like back like new again, which is neat.
Yeah. Well, they're doing the video game, so maybe that has something to do with it. But it was always a good movie, so it doesn't matter.
Yep, Silent Rage is the one Chuck Norris pretty much fights Michael Myers. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is a good one though.
There used to be an edit here on YouTube, and it got taken down, where it was
I remember
Chuck
that.
Norris versus Michael Myers, and unfortunately they pulled it. I'm like, why? Come on.
I do remember that. That was a fun edit.
Hawker X-Men 2, X-Men 2, because X-Men 2 was the best X-Men movie.
Yeah.
And then I like Last Stand, but after that, I really don't care about X-Men, and except I like the first half of Days of Futures Past. The second half sucked because Wolverine wasn't really there, and Logan was okay, but it's pointless now because they're bringing him back. So whatever, and they do that shit all the time. Like my mom watched John Wick 4 the other night, and I'm like, so what did you think? She's like, I don't think he's really dead. I'm like, okay. We'll see.
Tollhammer, if you're curious, I did review Step Monster. It's on the channel. If you ever want to give that a look, feel free. But I did review that.
Sean, I love the first two Shrek movies. After that, I haven't seen them, and I don't really care.
I don't watch Monday Night Raw. Sweet. I don't have 5 hours to watch wrestling. No.
I couldn't tell you the last time I watched a new episode of any wrestling. A full episode, couldn't tell you. It's probably been about 15 years.
Yeah.
Neopunk, Richard Gere. I don't like Richard Gere as a person. From what I hear, he's a dick. I know Stallone and him did not get along because they were Richard Gere was supposed to be in the Lords of Flatbush, but it didn't happen because he was being a dick, and Stallone's like, well, you either fire him or I quit, and I wrote like half of the movie, so what are you going to do? And I never really thought he was that great of an actor. Like, I get why people like him, especially women, like my mom loves him, but I never thought he was that good of an actor. That's just me. Like the Jackal with his shitty Irish accent. Like, really? It's the best part of the Jackal is Bruce Willis, but because he was the bad guy. But I'm like, yeah, I could never get into Richard Gere as an actor, and I definitely don't like him as a person because he's a dick. He is what his name is. So there you go. Mr. D-Man, the worst Metallica album. I know most people say Saint Anger. I wouldn't say it's the worst. There's songs that I like on it, but
Yeah, Derek Bruce Willis was a villain in The Jackal.
Which was a villain in that.
Yeah.
Because they offered him the Richard Gere part, and he's like, "Well, can I play the bad guy instead?" And they're like, yeah, sure." And I heard that they did not get along when they filmed that. I heard they were not allowed to, unless they were filming, they were not allowed to be around each other, which I think is why they're never in the same shot in the movie together, which does not make any sense, but
yeah.
you have these two huge actors at the time, and they're never in the shot together. It's very strange to me.
Well, first off, I love the name and the avatar.
I like the picture.
Yeah. Cyborg Dr. Phil. AI is the future.
I don't think
How
so.
do you feel about that? Where there's a lot more of these on YouTube now. Maybe it's a passing fad, maybe not, but there's a lot more songs being done by AI. You see a lot more pictures being done by AI. There was that one TV show that had the opening credits done with AI. Is this something that you see a lot of people in the business utilizing more because it seems either quicker or cheaper or for them an easy way to do certain things or get recognition? Do you think that's something that in the future there's going to be utilized more, or you think it's a passing fad?
Well, it already has become very prevalent and normal. I don't like it. I think it's awful. It's very, very risky. I don't. I mean, it's funny that James Cameron uses it to remaster his movies. He made 2 movies about why this is a bad idea, but they've already used it in a lot. Like with music, it's very weird, and you could, no matter how good they get it, you could tell what's real in music and what's not real. Because that new Beatles song, there's all these rumors. They used AI. They didn't use AI. They used AI. They didn't use AI. So I don't know about that, but I don't like it, especially when it comes to remastering movies. If you can't do it the right way, why are you having the computer do it? You are like, I know everybody with True Lies and Aliens and the Abyss, people are really vocal about that, and I get it. And then you have all these people that are supporting James Cameron and like, well, it's his movies. I'm like, well, first of all, again, he made 2 movies that told us this is a bad idea. Second of all, why can't he do it the right way? He did it for other films. I mean, horribly. Terminator 2, I think every Blu-ray of that looks like shit. And then people got mad at him for that. But it's cheating to me. Again, it's just like anything else. If you can't do it the right way, why are you bothering? So that's why I worry about it for many different reasons. But if we're talking strictly about entertainment, yeah, because it's cheating and it's stupid, and people are like, "Isn't this cool?" Like, yeah, I've seen music like AI stuff here on YouTube, and I'm like, what's the point? First of all, again, you could tell that it's not real. You could tell that it's just a computer doing this. I'm like, okay, well, I don't get it, but it's kind of opening Pandora's box, and I'm going to leave it at that, especially for other subjects. But
well, for people that are defending the Aliens and True Lies 4K and saying, well, those are James Cameron films, that's fucking bullshit. Because
exactly.
Stan Winston also worked on that. Sigourney Weaver, the actors, also worked on that. Maybe they don't want to look like a mannequin. Stan Winston's team worked on it. Maybe they don't want the xenomorphs to look like mannequins. The people who did the map paintings, the people that worked on the sets and the designs, they all worked on it. It's also their movie too. And the fact that you're changing it is fucking bullshit. It's not just your film. One guy, Robert Rodriguez, was close. He tried to do everything himself at times, like El Mariachi. But
that was different because it was all real. And I applaud that. Even 30, I don't have a problem with that. That's okay. But yes, it's a group effort.
Yeah.
And the whole thing of what pisses me off about The Abyss and True Lies is, oh, there's a Blu-ray coming, there's this coming, there's that, and then for years and years and years we didn't get anything, and then now, oh, it's finally coming out, and I don't remember who it was, but they were like, you all get mad at me. It's some big reviewer guy. I don't remember who it was. He goes, I've been in this business for 30 years and I hear it every day from you guys and you're unappreciative. You should be happy. that it's coming out. I'm like, well, not if it's done right. I don't want to watch True Lies with Arnold with googly eyes and him looking like the nuclear warhead went off right in front of him and he's tanner than Hulk Hogan. No, because that's not how it's supposed to look.
It's like the guy who runs Digital Bits, which is
I think that's who I'm referring to.
He's like, well, first he gave it an A, then someone asked him about it, then he's like, well, you have to pick your battles. I'm like,
no, you don't.
Your battles. Why are you picking your battles if you think this is so great? You pick your battles means, yeah, I know this is bad, but I need to kiss some ass. I need to lick the tank. I need to juggle some balls in my mouth. I need to lollygag around. I don't know. I need my tongue to depress on your asshole. I don't fucking know. Fine. I'm not an ass eater. I'm not a butt muncher. You can be a cocksucker all you want. Fuck on my face and go suck the dick or the whatever the tip and get your deposits, whether you like it or not. That's your preference. Ain't my preference. Fuck that shit. Fuck those 4Ks. And fuck Bill Kunt. Yeah, I'm sorry. I said the name. I know I'm not supposed to say it. I'll say it once. I say it again. But fuck that guy. If that's the case. It's bullshit.
It is. It's like the Chris Stuckman thing with Madam Web. It's stupid. Again, especially for The Abyss and True Lies, which, for years and years and years, oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And it's like, really? This is what you waited all these years for? This is what you waited all this time for? To give us this shit? It's like, fuck that. True Lies, I'll watch that Blu-ray or the bootleg that I got, which was done by fans that actually give a shit, and it looks amazing. Whether it's the theatrical version or the open matte version, which the movie was shot in open matte, so that's how it's supposed to be seen anyway.
And thank you. By the way, hi there, Danny Dundada and Mr. D-Man. Hello, everyone. And thank you, Hopium. John Wiener showed up late in the Oscars as if that's hilarious and funny. Doesn't surprise me with Hollywood anymore. Oh, yeah, I didn't watch the Oscars. I heard about that. John Cena, I mean, I don't understand the popularity. I don't get it. He also did that because he's in that new film. I forget what it's called. Zac Efron's in it. Ricky something, I believe. Some new comedy. I'm sure that's also part of the marketing. So he decides to do that and come see my movie. No, I can't see you, so I don't want to see you.
Right.
Anyway, so.
I don't want to watch it anyway.
He's a guy that would just say yes, like when he apologized to China.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm going to learn this. Learn to act first. Then you can learn your Chinese.
Learn to wrestle.
How about that? But yeah, I never understood his appeal, but that's just me.
Nope, me neither. I didn't get it then, and I still don't get it.
Back when he's the prototype, or back when he's this, I don't care.
Yeah, either or. Perry fan, my 3 favorite Bruce Willis movies. Number 1 would be Last Boy Scout. If we're not talking about Die Hard. Number 2 would be The Fifth Element, and then number 3, you know what? Fuck it. Striking Distance.
Good choices. Yeah.
Sean,
Go ahead.
The only R.L. Stine movies I saw were the first 2 Goosebumps movies. I didn't watch The Fear Street. I didn't watch any of the rest of it.
Bro, I'm old school WWF. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I think we all are. A lot of us are. Give us your Ricky Steamboat and WrestleMania 7, which I remember years ago requested Fabio do a commentary of that. Thanks once again.
Appreciate it. I was pissed because it was edited. I didn't know that. I spent all this money on all these wrestling VHS, and they're all edited, and they didn't tell me. Like, because I remember watching it, I'm like, "Where's Chuck Norris?" Because they interviewed Chuck Norris, and it wasn't on there. I'm like, "Son of a bitch!" And then they edited the Macho Man Ultimate Warrior match. I'm like, "No, there's shit missing." No. Because I remember it wasn't like this.
You watch as you're going, wait a minute. Yeah, this weird look. Yeah, this confused look. It's like he was here and now he's over here. And then the realization just, this is edited.
Yep. I'm like,
That's
son
a
of a
fun
bitch.
reaction.
Because I bought all the original VHS because, you know, for years that was the only way to get them uncut, and then come to find out that they are edited. And then the other one that I had when they re-released it, that was uncut, but I don't have that one anymore. The only thing that was worse than Richard Gere's Irish accent was Pierce Brosnan's Irish accent in The Foreigner, and he's Irish, which doesn't make any sense.
The disappointing movie, The Foreigner. I'll say that. Very disappointing. Unbreakable's a good one. Mercury Rises is a good one. Yeah. Someone mentioned Bruce Willis that it's sad. Like someone mentioned he might be like losing weight, and it's sad to hear. I'm not surprised if that's the case.
Yeah, because it's because of the dementia. Because he doesn't know what's going on, unfortunately.
Exactly. It's too bad.
Favorite alien design, like from the movie Alien? It would be Aliens because it was Stan Winston. But I do like the design of the alien in the first movie. Because it was Bob Keane. But other than that, Alien 3 can bite me, and Alien Resurrection can bite me too. And then the prequels were terrible.
Yeah, I would pick the Alien Queen in Aliens. It's a beautiful design. Beautifully done.
All of Aliens, because it was all for real.
Exactly.
Wasn't this?
How did you fake your own accent? I don't know.
Look, I just watched the movie and was confused. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not right. It's weird. He's Irish. Gozer, yeah, I bought from that person before, and I've never had a problem with their Blu-rays. So yeah.
Yes, yeah. I know who you mean. Yeah, so far so good.
All the ones I bought from them, I've never had a problem with.
Video Master, I did a review of watch along of the first season of Sopranos and some of season 2. I enjoyed it so far. The person has requested more, but I enjoyed it so far. But no, I've never seen Sons of Anarchy or Prison Break. Someone else mentioned that. I haven't seen them.
Yeah,
but
I
Sopranos
heard
was what I saw was good. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I heard the Fear Street movies weren't good. I know you reviewed them all. But now they're making more or something. I was reading.
Yeah, I think I might have only seen the first one. I wasn't too impressed. It wasn't for me. I don't know if they were successful, I guess, on Netflix or whatever they were on. So, yeah, guess so.
General Bruce Willis was not diagnosed when he did Glass. That was before he was having problems. Which I knew before they announced that he did, because a friend of mine actually worked with him and told me. He goes, I think he has dementia. I said, well, what do you mean? He goes, because we had to keep feeding him lines through his earpiece. I said, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, I think he has dementia, but he keeps making movies. I'm like, that's unfortunate.
And sorry, who had said that to you?
A friend of mine. I have a friend that works in the business. He's a script supervisor.
Okay.
And he worked with, I don't remember what movie it was, but he worked with Bruce Willis on one of those direct-to-video movies. and told me that. And this was a few years ago now. This is before anything was announced or said, and I was like, "Wow, really?" He goes, "Yeah, that's pretty shitty."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
thank you,
worked on.
Tadera. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He worked on Cobra Kai. He did a movie with Dustin Hoffman. What was that movie that just came out with Anna Damaris? It was Ghosted or something. He worked on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's moving up now. He's moved on to bigger movie because he's in the union now. It took him a while to get into the union. Now he's working on all these big movies and stuff, which is cool.
Very cool. Thank you, Tadera. No, I mean, thank you for the request. I mean, the Godzilla fan films, it's been interesting to see the progression that they've gotten better with the animation. And hey, I give credit to anyone who does it because I don't know how to do that stuff. Coming from different guys, I do enjoy these films made by other favorites, Goji Fan 93 and his friends. I like those guys. One of the reasons I like them. Hey, cool. I mean, keep doing what you love. I mean, at least there's more heart to it than a lot of Hollywood stuff. I don't know how to do that stuff. So if it unleashes your creativity, that's a good thing. And real quickly, what would you say is your top 3 favorite fan films, if you have a list? Top doesn't have to be any order. But.
There was one called Batman Dead End, which was really good, which I believe is still here on YouTube. What's his name is in it? Chekhov's son is in it. The original Chekhov. He plays the Joker in it, which is cool. And that came out like 20 years ago. That was really good. I did like. There was a Halloween fan film. It's not really that good, but I like it because it's really corny. But it's called The Death of Michael Myers. It's still here on YouTube. I remember finding that years ago, and it's pretty bad, but it's fun. I do like it for what it is. And then my third favorite, maybe what's that Spider-Man one? I think it's the Green Goblin's Last Stand.
Yep, from the 90s.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that one. That was a good one. Again, for folks out there, check out the Green Goblin's Last Stand. That's for what they had, for the little they had. A lot of heart in that, so I do appreciate. A lot better than that. Where the fuck the one I reviewed a year or two ago? The one Lotus.
Yeah.
That's a piece of shit, and they had a lot more money. If you want to see Spider-Man cry and be depressed for 2 hours and do nothing. This is like 40-some minutes long, and there's action in it, and there's heart in it. So definitely check that out, man. So for those out there. But thank you, Tadera.
Neopunk, I like 21 Jump Street, the TV show. I have the first 4 seasons. I don't like the last season because all the actors left. Johnny Depp left. Richard Grieco left because he got a spin-off, and it wasn't good in that last season. And they were just recycling the stories at that point because they'd run out of ideas.
Dan, yeah, I remember The Last Dragon. That's a cool soundtrack. You are the last dragon. You have the power of the glow. Right. I'm surprised there was never a sequel. I mean, maybe it wasn't a big box office hit, but I'm just surprised with how it became a cult film. They didn't try to milk it with a Timac.
Favorite PlayStation 1 game other than Resident Evil? Siphon Filter.
That's a good game for PS1, yeah. Mr. Demon, I never hated Never Hike Alone 2. I never hated it. I reviewed it. I hated the one with the snow, where the guy got mad and pissy. But I didn't hate Never Hike Alone 2. I just think it could have been better.
No, Bruce Willis does have dementia. It was initially diagnosed as aphasia, but they actually upgraded it. I guess it is actually dementia.
Dang, I know the sound to the Last Dragon. Come on, you know these things, man. You gotta know these. I know it. I've seen the movie. I know the soundtrack. It's a good one. I promise I know it.
I have it on vinyl.
Nice.
General, I plan on it. I should be able to review all the Godzilla movies this month if I keep working at it like I am. And Mothra, there's only 4 Mothra movies, so I'll definitely be able to get those in. And I mean, I should be able to get Gamera because Gamera is only what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's only 12 movies. If I keep working at it like I have been, I should be able to get it all done before the month is over.
Andy T. Shore, yeah, I did hear about it. I didn't watch much of the streamed Ghostbusters show. But yeah, I know it's coming out on DVD March 19th. For those who do like that show. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's another question I want to ask you. I guess it's understandable, but are you still surprised that they'll still release some stuff on DVD and not Blu-ray? I know I could say like maybe the picture quality won't be better, but just for like prosperity that they still release on DVD and not Blu-ray.
Yeah, and it's cheaper. That's why they do it, because it's cheaper to make a DVD than it is a Blu-ray. Because what was it? I was at Walmart the other day, and they had the holdovers, but they only had it on DVD, even though it has a Blu-ray. I just thought that was weird. Like, they only had it on DVD. I'm like, why? But yeah, they keep making them, which is a shock to everybody, I guess. But what people also don't realize, as much as I love Blu-ray, it's impossible to put everything out on Blu-ray because you have to find the negatives or the masters, and a lot of times those don't exist. Like Godzilla, the original 35 millimeter for the original Godzilla movie does not exist anymore. So it is what it is, but it's cheaper, and especially something like that. It's a cartoon from the 90s that not many people remember. They're not going to put it on Blu-ray. It's more economically viable for them to put it on DVD. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. They'll move on. I just want to know why it took them so long. They had plenty of opportunities to do it. Why'd they wait till now?
Yeah, just like the 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon, they released the DVD set on DVD of that,
which was a joke,
like a year ago or so. Which, I mean, I love the show. I still didn't get it. I know.
No, because it was a joke. Because all the reviews that came out for it were horrible, and it was still out of order. All the episodes were out of order, and yeah, fuck that. But it's weird because there is HD versions of that out there because it's on Paramount Plus and it's cleaned up and it's in HD. So there's no reason why they can't do it. They're just lazy.
Like you said, it's just cheaper, and they just had a product out there because that new movie was coming out. So let's milk it.
Yep. Gozer, I never played Eternal Darkness for the GameCube. Because that game is really hard to find now. Because when it came out, it didn't do anything. Now it's rare and it's expensive. I always wanted to play it. I always thought it looked cool. I remember X-Play covered it back in the day when X-Play was worth a shit.
The team releases the same shit, new packaging. You mean like Stream Factory?
Yeah. Yep. With no, and what really gets me about that, it's on 4K now, but there's no new extra features. The only thing that is different is the transfer, but the transfer doesn't look that much better.
Yes, Lucas. I would absolutely say Crash Bandicoot is replayable. Yes. I don't get me wrong. There'll be points later on I'm ranting. I'm like, fuck this guy, fuck this trash. I hope your Mario and Sonic game ban him. Fuck this guy. But yeah, it was just me being pissed. That's how I play. When I play, I suck at games. And when I suck at games, I yell at the game because the game has no emotion. So I'm like, fuck you, trash. I hope Mario game bans you. Fuck this guy. Fuck this little fucker. But
you and everyone.
it is a good game. It's replayable. And the sequels, they look fun. I haven't played them yet, but they look fun. And I forgot that there was there's a fourth one out that came out, so that's cool. That's continued. Just I think I even asked, like, did they do anything with Crash? But no, someone they did a fourth game. So I did not know that. So that's pretty cool.
Which is worse, Seed of Chucky or Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance? Seed of Chucky. That movie sucked 20 years ago when it came out. It still sucks. Fuck Seed of Chucky. That's the worst. That is the worst Child's Play movie. I don't care what anyone says. Cult and Curse were not much better, but at least it wasn't Seed of Chucky.
It's got the red man, though, man. It's got the red man.
No. How
high did you get with the red man?
Because we needed scenes of Chucky masturbating into a cup. That was a good idea.
The Don Mancini, the fettuccine's tink.
Fuck him. He's a fucking weirdo. Yeah, the Alamo. The only way that you're going to get the full version of that is on Laserdisc or VHS because the print is destroyed because they didn't take care of it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yep. They put it in a cardboard box and sat it on a floor in a basement and it got destroyed. It got wet and deteriorated, and so it's never going to happen unless someone has an inner positive of it.
But thank you, Todir. I really appreciate it, man. I'm sure someone like Michael Keane made a bad Star Trek fan film. I'm sure you'd be like, I'm going to be honest. I mean, if you're not honest, then what's the point? I'm not Chris Suckman. Review positivity. I'm going to be nice because it was made by. No, I mean, you got to be honest. I mean, with everything. Because if you're not, then what's the point? Then you're just full of shit and you shouldn't do this. Like Chris Suckman. Or Chris Suckman is his name. But yeah, it's like everything. If you're not honest, then what's the point? And hey, maybe he's being honest about it. I just disagree. But Chris Stubman was never for me. I know that this is what the question was, but listen, if you're not going to be honest, then what's the point? I did that sci-fi movie tier list. There was a guy pissed at me because you put he was mad I put Hardcore Henry on the S tier. Yeah, I liked the film that much. I really was impressed by Hardcore Henry. But you put Blade Runner at B. Well, I like the film still, but I don't like the love story and other. Yeah, it's not like I said it sucked. You didn't like Rise of the Planet of the Apes? No, I thought it sucked ass. Fuck Rise of the Apes.
You'll get over it.
It's people's opinion.
You'll get over it.
Exactly. Will you describe the Crow as a morally good person in the traditional sense? Yeah. I mean, if that happened to you and your wife,
how would you feel?
Why wouldn't you? So yeah, I mean, I'm basing it on the first film because that's the only one I like. Yeah, I mean, after what happened to his wife and him, and you see how horrible those people are, they got what they deserved and more so. So, yeah, absolutely. And what's your thoughts on the new Crow? We haven't talked for a while. The new Crow pictures came out. I know you talked about on your live stream, but your thoughts on the pictures of the nipple on the eyeball of the guy who's Pennywise in new It films and all this other stuff.
I call it Crackhead Crow because he looks like a crackhead. I've said this a million times. They should have never made a sequel, a remake, out of respect for Brandon Lee. They did it because it made money, because The Crow made a shit ton of money when it first came out. It's still making money. I like City of Angels for what it is. I like the TV show because it's Mark Dacascos, but that's about it. But there should never have been sequels and remakes, and and they filmed it in secret, and this, I don't care. And he looks like a fucking crackhead. And Rochelle Davis, who was the girl in the first movie, she's like, "What the fuck is this? This is stupid. This isn't The Crow," and I agree with her. But yeah, it looks awful. Again, he looks like a fucking crackhead, and I can't wait to tear. I'm sure when that comes out, I will get a paid request and I will destroy that movie because it deserves it. It's not even out yet, and people are already tearing it a new asshole, and it deserves it because it's like, what the fuck is it? First of all, nobody asked for this. Second of all, it looks terrible. It looks like a shitty fan film from the 90s that was shot on VHS.
I know people go, well, how can you judge it? You haven't seen the trailer. There's been no
because I
trailer
can.
yet.
That's why. Because I can. If you don't like it, that's tough. I can judge whatever the fuck I want to judge. This is the United States of America. If I don't want to see it, I don't have to see it. Just because you want to see it doesn't mean anything. I don't give a shit. There's plenty of movies that you don't want to see that you judge before it comes out. So why are you getting mad when somebody else does it? I don't want
the
to
new
watch
photo.
that shit.
He looks like an emo femboy, so it's not for
He looks like he is on crack. He looks like he is slinging crack rock in the alley to pay for God knows what.
While watching Cop Rock. There you go.
With Ronnie Cox, so it all comes around.
It's all the cocks.
It's all cock, all the time. Yeah, Rapid Kirby. I heard that that recent Sonic cartoon DVD that came out was fucking terrible, which I don't know why, because you can get it on Blu-ray. But I heard that was terrible about it. I heard like how they did the discs and they put way too much episodes and the quality was shitty, and I'm like, okay, fuck off. Yes, Gamera Super Monster is in the box set. The box set has all the Gamera movies. Never watched Better Call Saul. Never watched Breaking Bad. None of that. And love Black Sabbath, Ty.
Sorry, folks, just reading the chat. I know the Oscars shouldn't matter, but it says how no one has a directing Oscar yet. George Lucas never won for American Graffiti or Star Wars. I mean, I don't think he deserved an Oscar, and I like those movies, but I don't think George Lucas deserved an Oscar for them. But that's just me. But I liked those movies.
Have you has anyone really watched Star Wars? Like really study it? It is horribly shot. It is horribly shot. But that's part of the charm, I guess. Because when I was in school, we studied that. We watched it and studied it, and the instructor's like, you guys realize this is horribly shot, right? I'm like, I was the only one that was like, yeah.
What's a few examples for those curious?
The framing is really bad in that movie. Like the way that the shots are set up and the way that it's framed, there's a couple of really nice shots, like them in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon and some of the lightsaber fights, but it's really not shot well. It's like shit's out of focus. It's supposed to be in focus. The audio is terrible. The audio is really bad on that. You can clearly tell what was ADR and what was not in that movie. And especially if you watch the special edition, the sound mix is completely different, so you can really tell it's really bad because his version's better or whatever. But it's not really shot well. It's very basic looking. It was like, all right, put the camera here. Okay, cool. Put the camera there. Okay, cool. And then you have all these Marvel movies that are apparently the greatest, and you can't even tell what the hell's going on because the camera's moving too much, and it all looks fake and stupid because it's all CG.
No, here's the thing, folks. I do like the first 3 Star Wars films. Don't get me wrong. I do like them. I would say honestly, I probably watched Star Trek movies more. The first 6, I probably saw those more than Star Wars. And I like Star Wars, but I was probably more of Star Trek, especially like 4, 3, 4, and 6 and stuff. But like the motion picture, I still like. Uh,
I
I
do too.
understand why it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I like it. I especially watched the special longer version, which was only on VHS, except that one specific box set that you had to pay a fortune for.
Yeah, I saw
But
that. I was at a FYE and it was like $100. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm not buying that for $100. You're out of your mind.
yeah, as much as I like that, no way can I pay for that. No.
Nope. I mean, I can, but I don't want to. I'm
Right,
not paying that much
right.
for it. You're out of your mind. I'm a
Yeah,
man of
technically I
principle.
can as well, but exactly, I'm not. It's a
I'm
lot of
a man of
money.
principle. I have a limit. The Sweet Baby controversy. I watched Critical Drinker's video on it. I still don't really know what it's about. I'm like, I don't know.
Who the hell is Sweet Baby? I don't know who.
Sweet Baby is this. I think it's a company that works with video game. They're like a consulting company or something. And I think what
Okay.
is going on is everybody's mad that like they're killing off Batman and Superman and they're making video games woke and these are the people that are
Oh,
responsible for it. And the backlash is finally happening on it and they're making it worse and worse and worse and worse. Because they keep saying all this stupid shit.
oh, they did the Kill the Justice League
Yeah,
movie. I mean,
I think that's
game.
what it is. That's at least that's what I gathered. And like
Okay.
there's like a cutscene where like Batman gets shot in the head and like Superman dies and like Killer Croc is gay all of a sudden and people are just tired of it. And people were very vocal about it and they got upset because people were vocal and it just apparently they're making it worse because they keep talking like these idiots always do. They keep talking thinking they're right and they're not and they think that's how you win the argument. That's not how it works.
Yeah, I heard about that game. Like every boss battle is like you just shoot him with bullets. Superman, you shot him with bullets. Batman, you shot him with bullets. Flash, you shot him with bullets. That's how you kill them because they're that easy to kill. But yeah, not for me, I guess.
Well, I agree, Perry fan. You know, as long as DVD sells, that's fine. I don't need every single thing on Blu-ray. It's impossible anyway. But it's just
Mm.
weird that to me a DVD has lasted uh, 2 more generations of formats. It's just crazy. Some can't handle opinions on the internet. It ain't when it comes to movie reviews; it's when it comes to everything. Because these idiots, their stupid parents told them that whatever they think is how it works, and no, it's not how it works.
Thank you, Tadir. I really appreciate it, man. Godzilla fan films 1,000 times better than Spider-Man Lotus. Well, I'll drink to that. Because Godzilla fan films are made by real fans who know what they're doing, while Spider-Man are made by trash like. Yeah. Anybody with Lotus, that was a huge pile of trash. You might as well just put the money in a trash bag with the other trash. It would have been a better usage of that money. Like I said, Spider-Man Lotus, if you want to see a guy be depressed for 2 hours, and then he trauma dumps this little kid who's like dying of cancer. And it's like, I think this kid has more issues than you. But it's like, hey kid, let me tell you what's going on in my life. You see what's happening. It's like, shut up, dude. Spider douche. This kid has got cancer. It's like the kid's just watching, going, "You fucking serious, dude? I'm not gonna be able to do anything to like a
I'm
year. I'm like
dying.
9 years
Like
old. What's your major malfunction? I'm not gonna be able to
idiot.
do anything. What the hell, Spider Man? Spider douche.
Well, yeah, Alex Proyas, the director of The Crow, he said something like it was terrible and awful, and then everybody got mad at him. And then he half apologized for it. I'm like, come on, dude, never apologize to these idiots. But he's just like, this is stupid, this is dumb, and everyone got mad. And then he was like, all right, well, you know, I said that, but that was my opinion, and like, come on, I'm so sick of this. I think, not to get into this, but I think the apology culture is worse than the cancel culture. That's just me.
Yeah, General, if the price was right, sure. If the price was right, sure. Just get out of the way. But
Yeah,
thank you, Rapper Kirby. I will never forgive Sweet Baby Aim for killing legacy heroes, and don't get me started with them spitting ill on the late. How they do that? Spitting ill on the late Dragon Ball creator's grave?
yeah, they said all this shit about the guy that created Dragon Ball Z. I did see that.
What?
Yeah, they like shit on him after when he died, and I know someone said it earlier. Yeah, I'm not a big Dragon Ball Z fan, but I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, it's terrible. He wasn't old, you know.
But why would you crap on someone who just died? That just
Because these people are fucking idiots. They do it all the time. Whenever someone dies that they don't like, they go on Twitter and they think that they're cool when they say, like, back in November, it was the anniversary. It was the 1 year anniversary of when Jason David Frank died, and the agent that used to work with him on the day of the anniversary of his death went on Twitter and said all this shit. It's like, look, dude, I wasn't the biggest fan of the guy personally either, but I'm not gonna say all that. I never said any of that to begin with. It's like, come on. These people are fucking stupid and they think they're cool and they're edgy and they're hip. It's like, no, you're just an asshole. Like,
yeah, here's the thing. You actually had met the guy. You did not have the best experience.
right.
But you were man enough and decent enough to be like, you know what? It is what it is. I'll be honest if someone asks, but you're not crap on the guy when he's passed away and his
No.
family and friends. You're not doing that because you're actually a decent guy, despite what some people want to say. I seem to think, and other people say that you're a pretty decent guy. So yeah, the guy died. His family, his friends, his fans, they want to honor the guy. Don't talk shit about the guy after he died.
Yeah.
And then if you do, you don't get some crap thrown at you. Don't be surprised.
Yeah.
Don't be shocked.
Thank you for the compliment, but yeah, the body wasn't even cold. The body wasn't even cold yet, and they were, just going on this tirade. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like,
So, if anyone in the chat knows, what was it that they had an issue with the person? Because I don't know what.
Yeah, I just know that they said a bunch of shit about him. Like, again, the body wasn't even cold yet, and it's like, what is wrong with you people?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Fuck them, bitches.
I'll be right back.
No problem, man. I'm actually writing a Teen Titans Season 6 fan fiction that has a lot more heart, passion, and effort than most modern cartoons these days. If you ever want to read it, let me know. That's cool, man. I've only seen, I think, maybe the first season of Teen Titans, so I may not know what's going on in the story, but hey, I mean, go for it, man. Sure, I would not mind. I probably won't know what's going on, but go for it, man. Nothing wrong with fan fiction. I used to write some back in the day of Ninja Turtles, and then I'm like, I'm not good at this, so I stopped. That was like years and years and years ago, but that's cool, man. Nothing wrong with that. Everything is wrong with them. Yeah, apparently. What's wrong with people these days? They're crackheads, I guess. But yeah, if anyone knows what these people said, they said the guy was racist. Okay, where's the proof? Or they're just triggered by being butthurt about something. Like I was playing Crash Bandicoot, I'm like booga booga booga. I'm like, yeah. Nowadays people say that's triggering. It's fucking stupid. It's all fucking stupid. The Halloween 3 mass. I would say the pumpkin was my. Probably the pumpkin, the skeleton, and the witch. I would say if I had to rank them. Take Care, True Fire Pink Guy. My favorite movie poster. That's tough. That is tough. I mean, I love this poster for Aliens. The Rambo 3 poster is really cool. Rambo 2, that's tough. Friday 31st The New Blood is a really cool poster. It's hard to pick a favorite. Mr. Popo. Oh, that character. They said that character was racist. It's fucking stupid. Jaws 3. I mean, I like the movie, but it's got Dennis Quaid on cocaine. I always like Jaws 3. It has to me, the scariest shark death in a movie for me when I was a kid. I still like Jaws 3. The guy gets crushed in the mouth and he's stuck in there. This is one thing to be bitten, but to be crushed and pulverized, that's a crazy idea. And I know it's a goofy movie, but it could have done further with the theme park scenery. But I do like Jaws 3. I always did. Yeah, the guy who starred in Manimal, the TV show, he was in that. Yep, the star of Manimal. Yep, he was in Jaws 3, where he could turn into a bunch of animals.
Yes.
Oh, you got that frame. That's cool. Very nice.
Yeah, the Halloween TV series. Who cares? How the fuck are they going to do a TV series out of Halloween? Are they going to be stuck in a time warp? Are they going to bring Meatloaf back from the dead and he's going to sing about the time warp and it's just always going to be Halloween?
I didn't hear about this. There's a Halloween TV show?
Yeah, they're doing a Halloween TV series, which is a creative reset. Okay?
There are reset. What the...
That's what they said. That's their words, not mine. Yeah, it is. They said it's going to be a creative reset in the spirit of John Carpenter's original movie. That's exactly what it said. Because because I know they got the rights reverted back to a COD. So now they're going to do what they want with it.
Why do we need more Halloween stuff? Didn't those trilogy tell people?
Because they're dumb. Because they don't have any ideas anymore. And they keep remaking shit and making sequels, and people are dumb enough to go fucking pay money to see it. That's why.
So we got a Friday 13th show. We got a Halloween show. What's that? It's a Chainsaw Master show. But it's like a sitcom.
Yeah, there we go. The Texas Chainsaw Bunch.
It's like Saved by the Bell, so Leatherface stops everything. He just revs the chainsaw.
That makes sense.
Keep going.
Yeah, it says right here. Saved by the Saw.
Saved by the Saw. The cook is the principal.
There we go. As the saw turns.
My God.
Yeah, it says it right here. The series will serve as a creative reset, completely and spinning out of the original film. So they're going back to that again.
They just did that with a fucking trilogy of movies, and now they're doing it again.
Yeah, Miramax acquired the rights and because Malika Cod, after Halloween kills or ends or whatever, the rights reverted back to him, and then he sold the rights back to Miramax, who had it before and fucked it up. And now they're doing a TV show. A24 put a bid in, but they lost. That's what it says here.
Reset. That's a new way to put. We're just going to do the same shit.
Yeah. Why do they
word this differently?
Why they got to do my boy dirty like this? And people shit on Halloween Resurrection.
General, they're not really doing a Corey Halloween spinoff, are they?
I would hope
I can't imagine. The Holdovers plagiarism controversy, I know nothing about that. It's not the first time someone has brought that up with a movie. Wasn't there a Stallone film, Demolition Man or something?
Yep.
Like back in the day. I forget. Oh, is that okay?
That happens all the time, though. Like it happened with Jingle All the Way. It happened with Frozen. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Everything is wrong with it. I agree, Mr. D Man. Everything is wrong with these fucking idiots. And they're all on drugs. They're all stupid. I hate them. I hate people.
Are they going AI Myers Mask too? Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe.
Either that or CG like H2O.
Oh my god.
You know, I mean, I know you don't like Halloween 5, but I'd rather watch that than whatever the fuck is coming out next. At least Donald Pleasance is in it.
Oh, thank you, Tadira. One day I would like to make fan films of you guys.
Oh God.
Hey, if you want to make a fan film, I give you permission to use me. Be my guest. I don't care. My version of the Expendables, you guys be friends, fight. You team up to fight the Lotus guy. I mean, I was fighting. I don't know, Hollywood. People in Hollywood. See who would Fabio could fight Steven Seagal, and I'll punch Victor Selva in the face.
I'm in. Somebody, I forget who it was, but somebody commented, they're like, Steven Seagal is like a fat lesbian now. And I just started laughing. I'm like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh, you fuckers are too funny. You're too much.
But thank you, Tadira. Yeah, feel free if you want to do that. I don't mind.
The Exorcist Believer. Why would I want to watch that? Nobody watched it. Everybody went and saw it opening weekend and told everybody else how bad it was, and then that was it. But it still made money.
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't pay for it, but I saw it. It was a request, and you're not missing much.
No, you and the Dead Pit guys making fun of it was way funnier.
It was just such a garbage. I mean, it's a garbage movie. That director, David Gordon Green, he does not get horror.
He sucks.
He does not get horror. Not at all.
Exorcist,
I mean, he sucks, but he doesn't get horror at all. That's what I meant.
Exorcist, I want to believe. Exorcist, Daydream Believer. I'm just waiting for Davy Jones and the Monkees to show up.
Me and Junebud Films. Oh, you did interview Adam Marcus. That's cool. We have you a shout out. A shout out. He said he wants to follow your YouTube channel since he said that's your favorite Friday the 13th film. For me, yeah. Send me the link. I'll give it a watch. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I'll give it a look. I'm sure he said that just to be nice. I appreciate it though, but I doubt he's gonna be like, "Oh, do I see who this guy's YouTube channel?" I'm sure he said to be nice, but hey, I mean, I'll take the compliment because I get a lot of shit.
He's coming to he's coming to New Jersey HorrorCon next month.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I might go talk to him. We'll see. You're like, hey, where's this fucking documentary that I paid for?
I forgot about that. That's right.
Well, to be fair, they did it right before COVID, so everything shut down, and it is what it is. But I feel like Fabio could beat Steven Seagal, probably. I mean, I'm not in any shape either, but I'm in a lot better shape than he is.
Yeah, but if real quickly, if you ever want to send me the link so I could check out that interview, let me know how to see that, because I don't know where to see that. But thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So
I agree. I do think Fabio could beat Steven Seagal. I agree.
oh, thank you. So they paid $400 million to buy The Exorcist, which what like y'all overpaid for it, first of all, because there was only one good movie.
Yeah.
And it made 65 in America and 74 elsewhere, so it made 137 million. And then they want to do what, 17 sequels and a remake and a reboot, and just
I'm guessing the others will be on a streaming service. I can't imagine they would be in theaters. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well,
But
I've
I can't
noticed
imagine
that
they'd be in theaters.
they're getting away from that. All these newer movies are exclusively going to theaters because they shot themselves in the foot.
Mm.
Because, like, again, I don't know, how does the whole streaming thing work? Like, because you pay, unless you're buying the movie separately, because I know they do that. If you're only paying for the service, you're paying for the service. You're not paying to watch that movie unless it's a premium or whatever. So how the hell do you make money if it goes to a streaming service and you're not paying any extra for it?
Is it advertising? Like the advertisers
I
pay to have a
I would
product?
assume it's advertising.
Yeah, I would assume it was advertising. But even then, I don't know the details on how that all works.
Yeah,
I guess
I don't work in the
yeah.
industry, but be curious to know.
You were there day one. Excruciating. Yeah, I don't. I guess you had faith. You have to have faith, the faith. But it led you astray.
Donald Pleasance is better than anyone in all the Halloween movies.
Yeah.
You thought Halloween Ends was bad, Fabio. Wait till you watch Exorcist. I'm not watching it. I'm not fucking watching it.
Hey there, Guillermo. Hope you're doing well.
Again, why the fuck would I want to watch Exorcist? I want to believe, or um, I'm calling it daydream believer. I'm waiting for Davy Jones and the Monkees to show up and start singing. Here they come, coming down the street. I know, Peter, freak out. I know you're messing with me. I'm just playing along. That's all. You have to.
What is this imaginary? It's I think Blumhouse. So
Pumpkin
don't
House.
be surprised it sucks.
That's what I call
it. Killer teddy bears. I mean,
they just made that movie. You made the same movie twice. That doesn't make any sense.
What was the other movie they did with that?
Is the Five Nights at Freddy's got a killer teddy bear?
Well, they're animatronics, so I guess they're not teddy bears, but
it's the same shit.
It was garbage anyway.
Yeah, you made the same movie twice. Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Did anybody see that? Did that make any money?
Yeah, it made a lot of money. A lot of money.
Did the TikTokers go watch it?
Big YouTube video game phenomenon. So it's a very popular franchise on the YouTube generation. So made a lot of money. But I prefer Willy's Wonderland much, much more. I know you haven't seen that. No, you did see it. You did see Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah. I have it on VHS.
That's right. That's a fun one. Much better than Five Nights at Fuck Boys, or whatever his name is.
I totally forgot that Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lillard were in it.
Yeah.
And Mary Stuart Masterson. Wow, I hope they paid them well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I ended up in somebody's TikTok today, unfortunately. It made
Well,
137 in America.
yeah.
Wow. What was the budget? The budget was only 20 million. Jesus. Wow.
Yeah.
But it does say here, where was it? The first 2 weekends it did well, and then it made a 76% drop the third weekend. So everybody went and saw it the first 2 weekends.
But that's still a lot of money.
Yeah. For that's fucking crazy.
And it was released the same day in theaters and streaming. So that's just from people who saw it in the theater, not including who saw it on streaming.
Right.
With however those deals worked. So that's even more money. So of course they will be doing a sequel. That's a new franchise, folks. So expect at least two more movies of that.
Fuck it. Why the fuck would I want to watch Night Swim? I'll go night swimming, but I'm not watching the fucking movie.
Yeah, it's a waste of Wyatt Russell. Good actor, the son of Kurt Russell. He was wasted in that terrible movie, Night Swim.
What's up, JoJo? Horrible movies lately? Yeah, I watched, what's it called? Sinner's Blood. It's like from the 70s. That was fucking awful. I watched that the other day. Yeah, it was terrible. It's like a public domain movie. I found the DVD at Goodwill. I'm like, I'll check this out. It was terrible. Awful. Every time I turned around, someone was naked. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. And then there's like a random lesbian sex scene in the middle of the movie. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Who made this?
The last bad movie I saw was a request, The Bye Bye Man. Pretty much, if you want to see it all, they have a dream scene where this guy has a vision and he sees a train. And it's the POV of the train. All of a sudden, there's three people butt ass naked standing, facing away.
Nice.
For some reason. But two of them were guys, so it's not too nice. But
nice. That's what I need to see. Is everybody schlong everywhere?
It just, oh my god, The Bye Bye Man, my god.
Carrie-Anne Moss is in it.
Yep, in like 3 scenes as a cop, and Faye Dunaway from Chinatown's in it for like 1 or 2 scenes. Don't ask me how they got in, but
I hope they paid him well. Doug Jones is in it.
Yeah, he's the villain, the Bye Bye Man. Just a guy in a hood. Kind of look like the bad guy from Blade 2. But not as good. Yeah.
No, Jamral, I will not be watching Poor Things. Matt's review was enough. Why the fuck would I want to watch that?
Because it's
I mean, if Emma Stone's naked the whole movie, yeah, but other than that, no.
She's naked in parts. The whole story just wasn't for me, folks. I already said in the review, it's not for me.
I'll Google the pictures.
There you go.
They must be on crack. Yeah, Julie, they're all on fucking crack. All of them. They all are on crack. That is my theory. There is no other way to figure this out. Everybody's on crack.
Oh, thank you, Daniel. Yeah, Ethan Hawke's character in Sinister was a terrible character. There's no reason to root for him. He did all the dumbest stuff. I know movies, there's some liberties you have to do your story, but sometimes it's like, why do some people have to make the dumbest decisions to keep the story going? It's like I saw this other movie, Mother's Day, the remake, which Rebecca De Mornay was great in it. But man, some people like Jamie Teen has a gun on the killer, and not only did she not shoot, but she fires a warning shot and then puts a gun on him when this guy has murdered her friend and forced her to put her in the damn trash. But then she gets a gun and it's like, fucking Jesus Christ.
So they remade Mother's Day. Interesting.
Yeah. Rebecca De Mornay was great. She played the mother. Sean Ashmore, he was good. He was Iceman in X-Men 1 and 2.
And Animorphs.
Frank Grillo's in it in an early role. Frank Grillo. There's parts that's good, but the script and the lead characters just hurt it. But at the very least, it was great to see Rebecca De Mornay again. I know she still works, but I can't remember a lot of roles she's done lately. I'll put it that way. But she is a good actress.
2010. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Did not even know. Oh,
I mean, I'll say it's a
the chick from Step Up is in it. That was in that shitty stash house with Dolph Lundgren.
I forgot about that.
That movie was awful.
Yeah.
All those movies, all those after dark action, all those movies were terrible.
Yeah. What were the other movies? I know Scott Adkins was in one.
Yeah, the El Gringo with Scott Adkins, that was awful. I think I tried to watch it 3 times and I think I fell asleep every single time. And then it was Dragon Eyes with Van Damme, but Van Damme's barely in it. It's with Kung Lee, who sucks as an actor.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one? I think the other one was like The Kid or something. It was like a boxing movie, and I think Devon Sawa was in it. Yeah, all those movies were terrible. All of them were terrible. The only good thing about Dragon Eyes was that Van Damme was in it, and then Peter Weller was the bad guy, but that's it. Oh, the kid from
Jesse,
Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire is in the Mother's Day remake. Wow. And the girl from Spy Kids. I gotta find this. I gotta track this down. And then the lady from Daredevil and the Punisher, the TV show's in it too. The reporter.
Okay. Okay, Dark Gold Dust. Thank you, man. I'll get to it as soon as I can. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Jesse never saw Martial Outlaw with Jeff Wincott.
I liked it, but I mean, Jeff Wincott's an underrated action star. I would still say I prefer Last Man Standing and a few others more, but that was a good one. And what was the one with Brigitte Nielsen? Mission of Justice?
Yeah.
I would say I prefer those, but that was a good, that was a decent one.
Yeah, Martial Law 2 was good. I liked it more than the first because Chad McQueen can't act. He's not his dad.
That's true. No.
He thought he was. He thought he was his dad. And Gary Daniels said no. And he said he had an ego when they worked together. Which pisses me off about that movie because they killed Gary Daniels off and they should have killed Chad McQueen.
An ego from what though? Like just because of his dad? Because he didn't really do anything.
Yeah, like Gary Daniels said, he had an ego because he was Steve McQueen's kid, and he thought that was gonna make him a star and this and that, and it didn't because it worked against him because he didn't know how to behave because he thought he was better than everybody else. And that's why he didn't have much of a career. Yeah, when Gary Daniels was on The Art of Action with Scott Adkins, he said that. He goes, yeah, he was difficult, and he had a big ego because he was Steve McQueen's son, and he thought that was gonna help him, and it didn't. So there you go. But he said Ultimate Warrior was fun to work with.
That's probably the nicest anyone's ever said about it.
Probably. Firepower.
Oh, don't let me start on Identity. That's a movie I saw the trailer to every movie during the 2003 season. I went to the movies like every week, and every movie had the trailer to Identity. So that when I saw the movie, I guessed what the hell was happening because I memorized the damn trailer.
Because
and I hated, yeah.
Because they gave it away.
And I hated the twist. I hated the twist so much. It worked in certain movies. I didn't want it for that movie. I would have preferred, I don't know, that the characters be real because I like some of those actors. I get what they're going for. I didn't like that. Hey, Silver Wings, glad you make it, man. Hope you're doing well. The Asylum put an Exorcist rip off? I'm sure they did. The Asylum always rips stuff off.
Another Exorcist rip off?
It's their bread and butter. They're always ripping shit off. Of course they are.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood's kids don't act like that. Yeah, he just, like Gary Daniels said, he had just a big ego because he thought that, well, my dad's Steve McQueen and that means something. Well, it does, but not in the way that you think. And it didn't. I mean, what did he do besides Karate Kid? What did he do? Martial Law, Death Ring, Firepower. All these movies went straight to video. So, maybe now he's different. But if you would have behaved back then, maybe you would have had more of a career.
Yeah, I've enjoyed Wyatt Russell, Jesse. I mean, haven't heard any bad things about him, and as an actor, really liked him in Overlord. He was good in 22 Jump Street. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Wyatt Russell. He tried in Night Swim, but it's about a killer swimming pool. Nobody can make that film good with that premise.
Nope.
It's a killer swimming pool. And I like a movie about a killer elevator called The Shaft. He's got Aerosmith at the end, singing the song. You got bazooka shooting elevator hearts. You got people's heads get decapitated. You got, Michael Ironside in it. So, Naomi Watts. Got love in. I mean, anybody that has the idea to have a killer elevator movie and have it end with love in an elevator, that's genius to me. So I like that movie. I don't care. But swimming pool, fuck that shit.
Yeah, stupid. That's sad. Eric Carmen died. Oh, Jesus. Sucks.
Oh, that's too bad. Rest in peace.
The singer from the Raspberries.
That's too bad.
Yeah, it was announced today, I guess. It doesn't say when the date was. It just says it was announced today.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tudira. I appreciate that, man. I'll put a hint for the last Godzilla fan film I'll give you next month. As a Japanese actor made a cameo in his live action. Cool. I look forward to it. I'm curious. Well, we'll see what happens. Definitely curious about that.
Yes, Frank Stallone is awesome. It's a bad night to be in love. Another classic soundtrack. Over the top.
Absolutely.
Where's the super duper 4K for that? Shout Factory.
Man. I still enjoy that film. That's still an underrated movie. Over the Top. Deserves a lot more than it's gotten.
But no, Island of Dr. Moreau. 75 versions of 75 versions of Darkman. I like Darkman, but not that much. Where I need every version.
I do like Darkman. You're surprised I didn't like The Lift? It was boring. The remake actually made it fun and over the top and violent and nudity and like the director knew what he was doing with the remake. That's actually a remake worth it.
There you go. I called Ghidorah because that's how they say it in the movie. I said it right. That's how they said it. Sorry, but I said it correctly.
Toll Hunter, I have not heard of Peter Coyote's Exposure, aka High Art, knife fighting revenge movie. Never heard of it. I like Peter Coyote as an actor. I didn't know he did a knife fighting revenge movie. Okay, never heard of it.
Yeah, Joe Rips is another one they're putting out because of all the Dolph Lundgren movies that get Blu-rays. Joe Rips needs one.
Oh my god, not a fan of that one. That's one of the lesser, worse Dolph movies.
I agree.
I know it's about rights issues. It's always the case, but can't get Men of War. Can't get the other cut of Army of One. That's only on DVD.
Yeah, that I still don't understand what that was about.
Yeah, I don't know either.
They have 86 versions of Killer Clowns from Outer Space on 4K. If you want to order one of them, I'm looking at it now.
I'm fine with the Blu-ray. I do like the film. But again, I don't need every film on
35th anniversary. The 35th anniversary was last year, not this year. It came out in 88. Exclusive slipcover, 3 poster, sticker, pins, and lobby cards. Yeah, okay, sure. And it's already sold out.
Okay.
$175 and it's already sold out. And the only new feature is it has a 4K scan. Yeah, okay, sure. Get the fuck out of here.
So in the Peter Coyote film is set in Brazil. A girl gets and he gets a knife instructor to train him to take revenge. Interesting. I don't know why he doesn't use a gun, but I guess with the movie, he's like, okay, knife instructor. It's different. Okay. No, I never heard of it. Vinegar Syndrome. I mean, I haven't liked stuff they released in a while.
No. Apparently they're putting out China O'Brien Friday for the halfway to Black Friday sale.
Oh, okay. I mean, it'd be nice if they do. I mean, I don't know if those sell well or not, the action films, but it'd be nice to see more like Jeff Speakman, the Roddy Piper, Billy Blanks. Like they released Billy Blanks films. I don't know why not the ones he did with Roddy Piper.
I don't know. The Island of Dr. Moreau, new 2K scan of the director's cut, and a new interview with one of the special effects people. Okay. Yeah, the specialist will get a 4K before Demolition Man. I'm not complaining. I like the specialist. Yeah,
Yeah.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space, $175 for the Super Duper Deluxe Edition, but there's no new extra features, and it's all fluff. It's all posters, and that's cool and everything. But you can get those on eBay a month after they come out for over half of the price, cheaper, because people just sell the posters.
And here's the thing about that: when all that stuff, they're going to be trinkets you look at for 5 minutes, and then you're not going to think about for the longest of time.
Yep.
It's really not worth it.
Yep. And then Dracula 2000 is going to have a 4K scan, and then a new interview with the director and the composer, and then that's it. I'm in. I'm in. At least Dracula 2000 has a good soundtrack.
Well, it's like you said, it's like I don't think there's not a lot of companies I think vying for these titles. So
No,
boom,
they're cheap. That's why they're putting them out, because they're cheaper to get. It's not like Dawn of the Dead where the guy I don't remember his name. He's an idiot. He wants $6 million because that's what he paid to do the 3D, and it's like, no, we're not doing that.
if they did I know that Anchor Bay in name only, but it's coming back. If they worked it out, that'd be a good title for them to release. Yep. Dawn of the Dead, since they released them back in the day, but like that guy, whoever the hell his name is, because I forgot.
I don't remember his name.
Want to...
He's an idiot. But he owns it here in America, because that I have the box set that came out overseas that he doesn't own the rights overseas.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tollhammer, I agree. Rights ransom. That's why none of the John Woo movies got decent releases here in America, because one guy owns it and he wants, first of all, he's only selling it as a package, and second of all, he wants way too much money for it.
Yeah, the same thing with a lot of movies. The one I enjoyed called Night of the Juggler with James Brolin. That's a reason. I think there's a one with Scott Grimes did called Nightlife. Also, Grave Misdemeanors. I think that's another one that Rights Ransom is called.
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad. Just people being greedy, hoping for that lottery.
And they're not going to get it. It's what they don't understand. You're not going to get it. No company is going to pay for that. The John Woo stuff, I heard that I think Kino was close to getting a deal done, but then it fell through. That's just what I heard. I don't know how true that is, but
right.
And then I guess it fell through. Argento, I don't think I have any Argento's movies on physical. Vampire Los Muertos, I like that movie, but they're not going to put that out on Blu-ray. Nobody's going to buy it. I mean, Shout Factory will probably put it out, but that's just, if they did, I would buy it, but that'd be about it. Yes, I miss Anchor Bay back in the day as well, Chaz. I used to love seeing the VHS tapes when they would do those special editions and the clamshell packaging. I love seeing those at the stores. What are these movies? What is this? Dawn of the Dead. What's this? Demons. What's this movie? This looks cool. It's got to be cool. It has a cool package.
You like to get the Hitman and Hellbound Blu-ray, but with features? Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if they would have features, but I mean, it'd be nice. Those are, I think, two of the last to not have a Blu-ray for Chuck Norris.
Those are the last ones. No, they're two of the major ones. The only other ones that don't is like the ones he made for TV, and then the Cutter, the last one that he did. But it's weird. The second President's Man got a Blu-ray in Germany, but not the first one.
Okay. Yeah, Richard Rubenstein, exactly. That was the guy, Nippy. That was his name.
Yep.
He's an idiot. He's a cuck.
Well, that's because back in the day, Fortune Star owned those movies, but Fortune Star is not around anymore. I think one guy bought out the company, and he's like owns a furniture company or something. So it's weird. A furniture company owns all these John Woo movies. It's strange. Yep.
Yeah, General. Yeah, go ahead.
Anchor Bay DVDs with the poster inserts. Oh yeah.
Yeah, General. I have that as well. I guess I got lucky, and I got that Blu-ray. I guess right before that guy lost his mind or lost his cojones or whatever the hell happened to him. That Hong Kong rescue fucking shit.
Fuck him.
It's funny. I'm looking at it right now, but
Jacob the Liar. That's what I call him.
Exactly.
He's fucking. He's an idiot, and and look, he's not the only one. Like Joe Bob Briggs, they started like a Patreon, and if you get like the highest tier, you're supposed to get a Blu-ray. People never got their Blu-rays. People never got their Blu-rays. I have them because I got them off of eBay, but there were people that paid for them and they never got them, and they've done multiple volumes. And from what I heard, they were like, well, Darcy's in charge of it. I'm like, well, Darcy needs to hire somebody because you can't do it all by yourself. That's what all these people think. Well, I'll just start my own Blu-ray company. No, you can't do it by yourself.
So how does that work? Do they have the movie with and then his in between?
No,
or is it just his in between?
It's just the segments. I have them right here.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is the first one.
1 second.
Yeah. This is volume 1. And it's just the host segments, but they're cleaned up and everything because I guess he has masters. But this one has Smokey and the Bandit 2, Phantasm 2, the sleaziest movies in the history of the world, which was like a special that he did. And then it has the when Julie Strain was on, I guess because she died, they put that on there. And then we have volume 2. Is this 2? Yeah, this is 2.
Okay.
Which has Elvira, obviously. It's all other horror hosts, so it's Elvira. I think Ghoulardi is on here. And then it has the first episode of Monster Vision, which is cool. And then we have 3, which is all the Night of the Living Dead stuff, which is cool. So all the times he hosted that is on here. And then it has like 10 minutes of never before seen footage, so that's pretty cool. And then I don't have 4, but I do have 5. So 5 is when he did the Friday the 13th marathon. But I heard that they edited stuff out of this, so I'm not sure. Yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, and 5. I've seen 4 and I've seen 7, but I've never seen 6. But there's people that paid for these and never got them on the Patreons. I don't know what's up with that. But that's what everybody wants to do. Everybody wants to be cool and sell Blu-rays, and then when people want them, they don't give them.
Do you know how much they paid for that Patreon thing?
Yeah, it was like $50. Let me see if I can. Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up here.
While he's doing that, let me answer this real quick. Thank you, Tadira. I appreciate that, man. The Monster in the Fan film is, I can't say that word. They made another design for Chaos Show after a couple episodes. They have to remove the chest mount because they can't get to open. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that was cool, man. Thanks for the info. Yeah, I didn't know about that, so thanks for letting me know. But I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know, so I appreciate. Now you know, and no one's half the battle. But 50 a month, that's crazy.
Oh, it's 35. I'm sorry, but even then,
Wow.
like, yeah, so it's $35 a month, so it's not even a one-time thing. So you're supposed to get a tote bag, patron-only voting power, restored episodes of Monster Vision and Joe Bob's Drive-In Theater, unlimited access to all library or entire library of past episodes and live streams. I guess that's the new one. Exclusive access to personal content. So I guess I don't want to know. Exclusive live streams and watch along. Exclusive monthly Q&A sessions with Joe Bob. Behind the scenes content. Patreon exclusive articles and reviews, and Discord access. So they took the Blu-rays off of there because it used to say that you would get an exclusive Blu-ray. So they took that off because it's not on here. It used to be on there. Oh no! It says I also send out a Patreon exclusive Blu-ray. Okay, it says it in the description, but it used to say it at the bottom where you get the list of all the stuff. So I guess they stopped doing that, or because yeah, there were. If you go on like Reddit, which I don't recommend, but there's plenty of articles or there's plenty of threads and stuff where people are like, yeah, like I paid for my shit, and I never got it. So
okay.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, and then if you go on their website, you can get the full movies with all the host stuff on there. I don't know how they can do that legally, but because they don't own the movie.
Yeah, so I was wondering.
Yeah, because it says here they just put it up yesterday. European Vacation and The Great Outdoors, both full movies with the host segments. I don't know how they can do. Again, I'm sure. I mean, technically, Joe Bob doesn't even own the footage for Monster Vision. That would still be TNT, unless they gave him permission. Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? Like, whatever.
That or it's Patreon, so shh, don't say anything.
Because I've seen like clips and stuff on YouTube, and I guess he got masters or they made copies of it for him because there were some that had the like the production company that did the editing. It has their logo and stuff at the beginning, and I thought that was interesting. Yeah, right here, Godzilla versus Mothra, Godzilla and Godzilla versus Monster Zero, full movies with host segments. I don't know how they're able to get away with that, even on Patreon. I mean, I'm not going to say anything because I'm not a snitch, but I'm just curious.
Right.
Does the Dawn of the Dead Blu-ray have the making of? The one that I have has pretty much all the features from back in the day. There might be like one or two things that aren't, but
General, I don't know much about yesasia.com, so I don't know much about that site. So
I don't know either. I hear they're good. I hear they're really good, but I'd never bought anything from them.
Okay. How did Criterion and Arrow release? They did Hand of Death and Last Hurrah for Chivalry on Blu-ray from John Woo. Did they just shell out a bunch of money to the one guy?
No, because they're owned by different companies. That's why. Yeah. Those movies aren't owned by that guy. They're owned by someone else.
And also, I think, to be fair, that is true. Also, those are not the high-profile titles for John Woo that people want. It would be Hard Boiled, The Killer, even Bullet in the Head. A Better Tomorrow 1 and 2. So for those who own those, they probably going. They think understandably so, the desire is greater, so pay us more money. But then that's where you get these ego battles. I want more money. No, let me pay you this. Well, tough, then you don't get it, and then a lot of this stuff doesn't get out. So that's how it goes.
The Scott Adkins Patreon, I don't know anything about it. I'm looking at it now. The Scott Adkins Fan Club. Exclusive martial arts and action movie content. For $30 a month, you get access to the official fan club content, the Ultimate Action Insider online meet, Q&As, shout-outs, and fitness and fighting video tutorials and lessons. That's it. And I guess you get commercial-free versions of The Art of Action or whatever. Yeah, so you get the extra stuff listed, ad-free content, including Art of Action, behind-the-scenes content. See my YouTube videos before anybody else. Okay, yeah, not for no $30 a month.
Jesse, I do like Detroit Rock City. That's a fun one.
I do too. Great soundtrack.
Alex, don't know who Dexter Fletcher is. I'm not familiar with the name. New Image or PM Entertainment. I try to remember all the films New Image did. Yeah, I can't remember.
They did stuff like Sweepers with Dolph Lundgren. A lot of those. They did Deadly Outbreak.
Check real quick. But they helped release Rambo 4, so I have to choose that just for that. But we'll be on for about, I would say, 10 more minutes. That would be about 2.5 hours, good length. So thank you, people who have come on, stop by in the chat. Thank you so much for that. You bought from Yes Asia, it's legit. That's cool. Jamro, that's cool. Brian De Palma got blacklisted from Hollywood for petty things. Well, and Victor Salva, you can thank Francis Ford Coppola for that, because he pretty much bailed him out. So thank him for that. He met Adam Rifkin a couple weeks ago at a horror convention. He was a very nice guy. He directed The Chase. I do like The Chase with Charlie Sheen. Cool. Cool that he was a nice guy. Congrats on meeting him, man. John was an awesome action movie director. I agree. A video steers ago showing fight techniques to Alex Pereira, current light heavyweight UFC champion, was uploaded to YouTube a few days ago. An enjoyable watch. Okay. Haven't seen it.
I'll be sure to not watch that. Like the one the guy put up, I don't know what his deal is, but when he first uploaded it, it was called like My Day with Steven Seagal, and then he changed the title, and it's like Steven Seagal is still dangerous. It's like, shut up. And half the video was they were on the mat, but Seagal let's take a break, let's sit down, and he had his assistant do more than anything else, and then he just talked about America. In America, they say what they want and they lie. That's why I came here to Russia. People like Gene LaBelle and Bob Wall, they lie. I'm like, well, yes, but sure.
I do like After Hours Dip B. That's a good Scorsese film. Nice Cheech and Chong cameo in it. The Order does have a Blu-ray. I do have it. Forget who released it.
There's a
Was it part
German
of it?
Blu-ray for The Order
Okay.
that actually has extra features. I think Van Damme's on there.
Oh, cool.
I just don't have it. Yeah, I will definitely get Money Talks when it comes out.
Yeah, I would like to get that too. That's a fun comedy. Hopefully, Nothing to Lose comes out one day. Came out the same year.
Yeah, even though there's going to be no extras.
Right.
For Money Talks. What a surprise, but I think Image Entertainment put out. Yeah, Image Entertainment put out The Order here.
Okay.
But there's a German release that has interviews with Van Damme and Sheldon Lettich, and then it has all the stuff from the DVD.
Oh, cool. Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme. I honestly don't eat a lot of donuts nowadays, so I don't know. If I've had those, it's been years and years, so I can't answer the question.
I like
Steven
Dunkin'.
Seagal, Alexander Nevsky, Seagal, because they actually made a couple good movies. Alexander Nevsky has never made a good movie to save his life.
I like Dunkin' Donuts more. Krispy Kreme is okay. I just like Dunkin' Donuts more.
Top 5 favorite Mark Dacascos movies? That's tough. My number 1 is Drive. Only the Strong is in there. I like DNA. I don't mind DNA. That'd probably be in the top 5 somewhere. Crying Freeman would be in there. Well, I mean, he's in John Wick 3. I like John Wick 3, so that would be up there. I'm assuming you mean once he starred in. So Drive would be number 1 for me that he starred in. 2, I'll say Crying Freeman 2, Only the Strong 3, DNA 4, I'm a Major 5.
For me, Drive would be number 1. Only the Strong would be 2. 3, Crying Freeman. 4, I don't care. Double Dragon. I don't give a shit. And then 5, probably Brotherhood of the Wolf, even though he dies in it, but he is the best part.
Yeah.
Seagal wishes he could come back to America. Why? So he can get sued by everybody?
Take Care of Tollhammer. Redline, I don't remember much with Mark Dacascos. I know I've seen it. I don't remember much about it. Redline. I think Rutger Hauer was in it.
Yeah, he's the Mark Dacascos is the bad guy, and Rutger Hauer he kills Rutger Hauer, and then Rutger Hauer comes back from the dead. And I remember the gun, like the pistol that they had, was the pistol Two-Face had in Batman Forever. It was the same gun. And they're like in Russia or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, favorite Imperial Entertainment, I'd have to go with Lionheart.
Good choice.
Yeah,
favorite Roddy Piper movie? Yeah. Go ahead.
Kickboxer 5 was good. I like American Samurai because he was the bad guy. That was cool.
Yeah. Favorite Roddy Piper films, They Live would be my favorite. I do like Tough and Deadly. That would be in there. I do like Jungle Ground. That's in there somewhere. Last to Surrender, I remember liking. It's hard to. I'm not sure how to rank them. Tad Team is a good TV show pilot with him and Jesse Ventura. That's a fun one.
Yeah, for me, They Live is definitely number one. Can't go wrong. Number two, Jungle Ground, which was I believe it was his favorite movie that he did.
Oh, really?
When he was on with Joe Bob Briggs, he asked him and he said Jungle Ground's my favorite that I've done. It's like, cool.
Oh.
Number three, Back in Action. Number four, Tough and Deadly. And then five would be... I gotta look this up. Sci-Fighters. I remember that was pretty bad. I remember that was not a good movie, but he was good in it. It wasn't a good movie.
Oh, you know what? I mean, I know I put a TV show. I'll put Hell Comes to Fraud Town.
You know what? Fuck it. There we go. It was a better Mad Max movie than Mad Max Fury Road. I need to see Body Slam. Everybody tells me to check that out. That he was in.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And honorable mention Immortal Kombat because that was fun with him and Sonny Chiba.
That's right.
Terminal Rush was good that he did with Don the Dragon.
Okay, haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that one was pretty decent. He played the villain in it, but he was good in it because it was Roddy Piper.
Cool.
And then he was good on Walker, Texas Ranger. He did an episode.
What if Arnold? What if
be cool. I don't know what would happen, but
what would Arnold say if he saw Godzilla?
What the hell are you?
I can't.
You are one ugly motherfucker. Come on.
So, yo, Arnold, I don't know about this this dead lizard here. I don't know, me and you. We're going to get some choppers, right? We have to get some choppers and take care of this good fella, huh?
Get to the chopper now. Come on, go.
Well, I mean, we always get into the chopper. I don't know. We always got to get to the chopper so much. Like, you flew a different plane, True Lives, right? Did you fly one of those? One of those planes?
We must do something to kill this monster. Come on.
Yeah, I can't do impressions to save my life, but that's a good Arnold you have.
Mine's awful, but thank you. I did like the bass with Mark Dacascos. I like Sabotage. It was better than the Arnold Sabotage.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No, I do not like
Tiny Roberts. Yes, sir.
I do not like
Tiny Roberts from the Beastmaster.
Sorry, my bad. I do not like Mad Max Fury Road. Greatest action movie ever? Yeah, okay, sure.
And Tanya Roberts, may she rest in peace. She was good in the Beastmaster.
Mm-hmm.
But she was beautiful in it.
She was an awful Bond girl.
Oh yeah, A View to a Kill.
Yes.
That one. And yes, Sabotage is getting a Blu-ray. That's true.
Yep.
Her features, which is cool.
Yeah.
But we're getting to about 2.5 hours, and that sounds like a good way to call it. It's pretty late here on the Monday night. I want to thank Fabio for joining me. And what do you have coming up? I know you got more Godzilla marathon that you're doing.
And then I got a paid request from you, which I'll take care of. And that's pretty much it. So that's for now. That's all. It's more Godzilla.
As for me, real quick, there'll be more of the Crash Bandicoot playthrough thanks to Lucas. There'll be about, let me check, 3 or so more parts. Requests from Broad Stipe, Mother's Day remake, The Bye Bye Man, Dante's Peak, which is a good one, good movie. States on a Plane. What's your thoughts real quick on States on a Plane? On that film?
It's dumb fun. It knows what it is. It doesn't take itself seriously. It's dumb fun.
That's what I thought. I enjoyed it as well.
I guess it was like the first movie to become a meme or whatever, but you know, I can watch it.
But yeah, take care, everyone. You guys have a good night, and we will see you guys in the next video and stream. Later, everybody.